Chapter 4. Build strength in moments no one sees. Strength is not built on stages. Strength is not built in applause. Strength is not built where people can watch, judge, or approve. Strength is built in silence. Strength is built in private. Strength is built in the moments no one sees and no one celebrates. Master the unseen. Strength starts in silence. That's the key. Most people pretend to be strong in public. Few people choose to become strong in private. One is performance, the other is power. And you have a choice. Let's start with a truth you may not want to hear. The battles that determine your future are not the ones you post about. They are not the ones people applaud. They are not the ones you announce. The real battles happen in the dark, at 5 a.m. when no one knows you're awake. At night, when everyone else is scrolling and you're studying. When temptation calls you and you say no with no witnesses. When you want to break your routine, but you don't. When you want to give in, but you rise anyway. That's where strength is built. That's where discipline is born. That's where confidence comes from. Confidence does not come from what people see. Confidence comes from what you know about yourself when nobody is watching. Master the unseen. Strength starts in silence. Private discipline creates public confidence. People think confidence is loud. They think confidence is flashy. They think confidence is something you show, but confidence is something you stockpile. Confidence grows every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you choose the harder path, every time you say not today to a distraction, every time you do the small, quiet things consistently. Confidence is built when you're alone. Your public life is just evidence of how you lived in private. For years, soldiers, athletes, CEOs, artists, they all learned the same truth. Your performance in public reflects your discipline in private. You cannot fake what you didn't build. You cannot pretend to be strong if you avoided the work. You cannot demand respect if you refuse self-control. Strength starts in silence. Master the unseen. That's the key. Let's look at what these unseen moments actually are. 1. Waking up when your feelings tell you to stay in bed. No audience. No applause. No validation. Just you versus you. This is a private victory, but it shapes your entire day. This is where strength grows. 2. Choosing honesty when lying would make life easier. No one knows the truth except you, but integrity built in secret becomes power in public. People can feel it. They sense when you're grounded. 3. Saying no to distractions that don't respect your future. Scrolling, gossip, chaos, all of it pulls you away from the person you're trying to build. Every quiet no makes the louder yes to your goals more real. 4. Controlling your impulses, your anger, your urges, your reactions, your cravings. These are the moments that shape your character far more than anything you do on a stage. Strength isn't the loudest moment. It's the smallest, the quietest, the least dramatic. Strength is built in decisions that feel invisible. Most people will never understand this. They want the reward without the routine, the spotlight without the sacrifice, the outcome without the self-control. They want to be strong in public but weak in private. They want recognition without repetition. But you're not most people. You're building a different life. You don't need their permission. You don't need their applause. You don't need their validation. Strength does not start when people are watching. It starts when you make choices they will never know about. Master the unseen. Strength starts in silence. Now let's expose the truth about private battles. Hidden battles matter more than public battles because private battles reveal who you are. Public battles reveal who you pretend to be. When you're alone, there's no act, no image, no mask, no audience, just the raw, unfiltered version of you. This is the version you must master. Because if you win the battles no one sees, you will win every battle the world sees. That's the key. Here's where most people sabotage themselves. They underestimate small decisions. They undervalue consistency. They ignore the private moments. They think strength is built in the big events, the big achievements, the big breakthroughs. But those big moments are built from thousands of small ones. Skipping a workout doesn't seem like much until you skip 30. Ignoring a boundary doesn't seem like much until you lose yourself. Letting impulse win doesn't seem like much until it becomes who you are. Strength is built every day, lived every day, strengthened every day. Not in the grand moments, but in the micro choices that compound. You have a choice. Every day, every hour, every quiet moment. Choose strength. Choose discipline. Choose the unseen path. Now let's get practical. Here are the exact behaviors that build private power. 1. Keep the promises nobody knows about. If you say you'll wake up early, do it. If you say you'll stop scrolling, stop. If you say you'll work on your dream, work. Every kept promise becomes proof. Proof becomes confidence. 2. Build routines that don't require motivation. Motivation is loud. Discipline is silent. Build systems that run whether you feel like it or not. That's how strength becomes automatic. 3. Track your private victories. Write them down. Your brain forgets what you don't record. Write your discipline. Write your resistance. Write your improvements. These are your private trophies. 4. Remove distractions with aggression. Delete apps. Block noise. Cut passive people. You're not hurting them, you're strengthening you. That's the key. 5. Guard your invisible hours. The late night hours, the early morning hours, the moments between tasks. These shape your future more than anything else. Now let's end this chapter with the truth that will define your new identity. The strongest people you know didn't build their strength in front of crowds. They built their bedrooms, and their kitchens, and their cars, in the quiet corners of their lives where no one applauded and no one noticed. They mastered the unseen. They built discipline in silence. They earned confidence through private consistency. You can do the same. You have a choice. Every single day. Strength built in silence becomes power in public. Master the unseen. Strength starts in silence. Now that you understand where strength is built, it's time to understand what destroys it faster than anything else. The mind you refuse to train.